Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I'm going to be filming my rewind plan with me for the week where I went to the Scribble Prints Co planner party down in Austin. I had such a blast. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video, but for now I'm just going ahead and getting started with this kit. This is an older Scribble Prints Co kit called Wanderlust, as you can see with the full box there. It's this gorgeous kit that's like blue and purple and black, and I just really love these colors. It was Bloomsicle art, and I love how Andrea combined it, and I had been hoarding this kit for a while, and I thought it would be perfect for this week because I definitely wanted to use an SPC kit, obviously, in my rewind because I was at the SPC party, and then I just liked this because it was travel themed, and I did travel down to Austin, and I got to do a little bit of exploring, so I thought that was perfect. So I started out with my sidebar. I did a weekly ombre to track my steps, and then I did that little things section with a ombre heart checklist in order to be able to write down just a few little memories for the week. I wanted to have that space. And since this is an older kit format, before she had date dots in her kits, I did pull in some numbers. These are from Rose Colored Days. They are her gold foil transparent numbers, which I just love the look of, and I knew I wanted to pull foil into this spread because I was doing it in my gold coil planner, and I just thought it looked really nice with this kit. So I figured let's start with the date covers with some gold foil. So I am going ahead and getting those down. Since this is an older kit, you will see in a second that there weren't any flags. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to approach that. The washi strips she had weren't quite thick enough, but I felt like those flags were a little bit too much. So I decided to cut down some washi, and just if there was a little bit of yellow showing, it wasn't a crisis. But I did end up whiting it out underneath because I kind of realized, like, oh duh, I could just white it out and then just use the little flag. So I guess I didn't even really need to put the flag there, but I just kind of have it. And I left the one on the other side because I thought that blue matched well enough. And then on Monday, so for this overall spread, since I'm doing this in the older neutral planner, I decided to try to leave the header showing. I asked some of you guys on Instagram stories what I should do, whether I should leave them showing or not. I ended up leaving them showing, like in the finished look. I really was torn on whether I should cover some of them up. You'll see later in the week that I do cover some of them up as I'm planning, just because they kind of got in the way. But for the most part, I kind of treated them as if I had like black headers kind of blocking up the boxes. It's definitely something different. I've never tried it before. And since this is an older planner, I was like, you know what, let's just experiment. So anyway, on Monday, I did get a run-in the morning, and I used a little workout script word from Simply Watercolor Co. And then, of course, my little Fox and Pip custom girl to mark that down. And then I put a full box there, obviously from the kit. And at the top of the day, I used a little thing with a Clever Gal Crafts heart from her Lily colorway, just layered over to mark my video. And then I wanted to note down that I spent some time working on my monthly budget with my husband that night. We just got that all set up for August. So I used a little foil asterisk sticker from Planning World. And then I really didn't do much more that night. So I'm just taking a big Fox and Pip girl that's working on her computer to mark that I did editing. And I just tried to take up some space with some extra deco. And then on to Tuesday, I didn't have much going on that morning. So I took a decorative box. I thought that girl, you guys know I don't love fashion girls, but she's stunning, right? Like, look at those purples, like the florals. I just think that's really, really pretty. So that morning I did run to Starbucks though, so I took a little Fox and Pip no talkie before coffee sticker because I just think those are hilarious, to note that down. And then that night after work, I did go to my usual fitness class with my husband, which is Elevate. It's like high intensity interval training. So I just took a half box and my little Fox and Pip custom. I need to order more, guys. I'm like running out, to mark that down. And then that gold foil kettlebell as well, which is from Rose Colored Days. And then I had like a bad finger injury at Elevate, guys. Like, I smashed my finger between the like weight and the weight rack. It was extremely bad. It was like really bruised. I think there's like one video on my channel where you can see how bruised it was. It was like really painful. So I used an exclamation point from Planning World to note that down. And then after our workout, we went out to dinner because we always just like to treat ourselves. I always get a healthy salad from Sweet Green. And then that night I was like super lazy. I honestly couldn't really remember what I did, which is always a sign that I was like very lazy and just probably spending on the couch with my dog. So I took the little Fox and Pip kind of cozy girl to say lazy couch time. And then on Wednesday, I am putting down a video again, using a Clever Gal Crafts sticker. And then I'm also taking a Clever Gal Crafts foiled flag. You can't really see the foil in this lighting, but trust me, there's a lot of pretty foil on it. Also from the Lily colorway. And then I am layering a little a Fox and Pip like working sticker over top, just to note down that I had a really busy day at work and was kind of like stressed about everything. And then that night, my husband and I went out to dinner. We tried out a new pizza place near us. My husband's like on a conquest, or I don't know, expedition to, I don't know what the word I want, but he's trying to eat all of the pizza in the greater DC area. So obviously we have to keep trying pizza places. And then I used a Simply Watercolor Co. date night sticker to mark down that it was a date night. And then that night I really just did some more editing. I was trying to get a lot done before the weekend. So I just took a Clever Gal Crafts little paperclip foiled sticker to note that. And then on to Thursday, I am taking a full box at the top because I didn't have too much going on that day or that morning. And then I'm taking a half box to mark down my workout after work. We went to Elevate again because I was going to be traveling over the weekend. I wanted to get those 2 workouts in because we do have like a set number per month that if we don't use them, we lose them. So I was trying to get some in. And I used a workout sticker that is from the bottom of the Rose Colored Days dumbbell and kettlebell sheet. And then afterwards went out to dinner again. Not great, but oh well. And then I'm taking the little to-do list that came with the Scribble Prints kit to note down some of the to-dos I was trying to get done that night since I was flying out the next morning. And then I took the deco from the kit that was suitcases to note down that I needed to pack my shit up, as it says, pack yo shit. And then I also took a little Fox and Pip to-do girl to next to the list because I just thought that was super cute. And now I'm just going to slow it down a little bit to be able to talk to you guys about this weekend. First, I am taking a Caress Press flight info sticker to note down my flight that morning. I flew out pretty early on Friday and arrived in Austin. And then afterwards, when I arrived, I was like we were staying in an area called the Domain in Austin. And it's like this really awesome, like almost like outdoor mall / like shopping complex. It's super cool. Andrea had recommended some great food options in the area, and for lunch I went to one that was called Velvet Taco. Oh my god, guys, the tacos were insane. They were so freaking good. I am obsessed. I was like literally like putting on Instagram stories. I was texting my husband about it. There was this one that was like Nashville hot chicken, but it wasn't chicken, it was tofu. It was like seriously life-changing. I'm obsessed. And so I took a little munchkin from Once More with Love to mark that down because those tacos freaking deserve their own sticker. And then that afternoon I had some like errands to run. I needed to pick up a gift for the bachelorette party. I was also in Austin. So the real reason I went to Austin, like I definitely wanted to go to the planner party, but I also had a friend from college who was having her bachelorette there that weekend. So it was like perfect that I could attend a couple of those events. So I needed to get her a lingerie present for like, you know, the kind of like guess the lingerie game. And then I just kind of like did a little bit of shopping and exploring, picked up some gifts for some planner friends and just kind of did my own exploration. The shopping there is intense. I told my husband if I go to the planner party next year, which I really hope I can do, I want him to come to Austin because I think he'd just really like Austin. And I was like, we just need to have an entire treat yourself day at the Domain because they had every single shop you could possibly imagine. They like any specific brand even like had its own shop. It was so cool. And that little shopping bag is from Simply Watercolor Co. there. And then, so that was kind of like my little afternoon. I didn't have too much time because the event that night started at 4 and I wanted to do my nails. I wanted to get them done, but I ran out of time. So I just quickly did them in my room. And that is a little Fox and Pip nail sticker layered with a little bow foiled sticker from Clever Gal Crafts. Bows on bows there. I just thought it looked really cute. And then it was the Scribble Prints Co. movie party. So, of course, I'm taking a movie marquee from the little freebie sheet. And the movie party was so fun. We watched Clueless. I talked a little bit about this in my SPC swag bag haul, which I will leave linked at the end of this video. And the party was like, the movie was really fun. It was at Alamo Draft House, so you can like order drinks and food from your seat, and they had all these like little props, so like you were doing like little firecrackers when Cher sees the firecrackers at the end when she realizes it about what's his face, Paul Rudd's character. I'm totally blanking. But yeah, it was so fun. And then after that, went out with the Planner Girls, which was hilarious. I had such a blast. Honestly, we got shit-faced. Like, who knew that, like, the hardest I was going to party on a weekend where I was both going to a planner party and a bachelorette was going to be with the planner girls. So we went to this, like, karaoke bar that, like, it was like us and like middle-aged white dudes singing country songs, not gonna lie. And I totally broke out with Viv, who is Viv Loves to Plan. If you don't follow her on YouTube, you totally should subscribe because she's wonderful. Forgot about Dre, so I had to break out the little Once More with Love and Coffee Monsters Co collab stickers where they're doing like gangster rap karaoke. Whoever knew that I would have a perfect occasion for that sticker, but I did. And it was a lot of fun. It was like J. Crew Plans, Kirsten, Jasenia the Planner Sophisticate, Viv, Delilah from Sticky Essentials was there with her mom. I felt so bad Delilah couldn't drink because she wasn't 21, but she was really sweet about it. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a really fun night. And then after that, even though I was like, I was in the trouble zone. I went over to meet up with the Bachelorette girls, and they had actually had a fairly tame night by comparison, so that was fun. But they were in good spirits about my behavior and antics, and so that was a late night. And so then on to Saturday morning. Saturday morning was like the struggle bus zone. Oh my goodness. You will see that I'm going to break out the headache munchkin because like headache is the understatement of the century, but I just thought that was the best way to depict my state. Yeah, it was definitely just strugglesville, but I managed to rally. And then on Saturday we went out for brunch. It was Kiara had finally come in, who's Paper Princess. Her flight got in super late. And then Kiara, Jasenia, Viv, and then Michelle, who is Mingjung Plans on Instagram. They were all at brunch. It was really fun. It was a place called Copper, also in the Domain. It was really tasty, but I was like not in a state to enjoy it. So I felt like really bad. I was like, I'm being so unfun. But I just too much fun the night before. This is 30, guys. As I always say, this is 30. But I decided to mark that down with a cute little bow at the top, like Jasenia always does, because I always think that looks so cute. And then after that, I took a much needed power nap to rally and FaceTime my husband. So I'm just taking an appointment box there, as well as a little FaceTiming munchkin just to mark that down. And after both of those things, I definitely was feeling in a lot better spirits and ready to get my planner party on. So I'm going to take one of these big half boxes from the kit to mark that down. And guys, the planner party was so awesome. I just had the best time meeting everybody. Like I said, I talked a little bit more about this in the swag video, but like, it was just such a freaking fun time. Like it's just so cool, like sharing your dorky hobby with like people in real life, not just behind a computer screen, like talking like, oh, did you see this kid? And oh my goodness, like these papers are like insane, like like that kind of stuff. It's just so cool to have that in real life, because I just don't have anybody like in my real life really. Like I have a couple friends that are kind of interested in planning, but like not to the extent that us nut jobs are. So it was really fun. I had a great time meeting everybody, like from my planner friends to subscribers. You guys are also my planner friends, obviously, and shop owners. It was just really cool. Andrea did an amazing job with the event. There were tons of activities, tons of raffles. I would say if you can go next year at all, I would definitely try to get there because it was just a freaking blast. I really felt like the cost of the ticket I got the movie party ticket and the actual event, obviously, I believe it was $100, and I feel like in swag alone you absolutely earn that back. So it was definitely worth the cost of the ticket, and then like obviously the opportunity to meet everybody. I think the question is whether the cost of the travel is worth it for you, and I think that's just like the question that people would have to answer for themselves. But in terms of the ticket, like Andrea totally gives you your money, because you get food at the event and everything too. So yeah, it was definitely worth it. And then anyway, moving on to Saturday night, I did meet up with the Bachelorette after the planner party. They were doing a pedal tavern, which was really fun. So basically, if you Google it, if you haven't heard of it, but it's like this big like wagon that is literally only powered by everybody that's on the wagon biking. So you're like all biking on top of this wagon together, and you can drink while you're on the wagon. But the biking was so much harder than I realized. Like way harder than I realized. So, because there's literally no motor, so you're like powering the entire wagon with your legs. So anyway, so I met up with them for that. It was a lot of fun. And then after that, we went out dancing, of course, because it was a bachelorette. So I took the girls' night sticker from Simply Watercolor Co. there. And then on Sunday, unfortunately, it was time to fly out, so I'm taking another Caress Press sticker, a flight tracker to note that down. The flight to and from Austin was pretty uneventful. Luckily, there was some turbulence, but no delays, which is always what I am hoping for. And then I'm just going to take a full box on Sunday. When I got back on Sunday, I really didn't do too much, just hung out with my husband. So you'll see me using Aria's Daydream Family Time sticker because I was just chilling with my husband and Sarita, of course. And then just kind of, we went out to dinner at a new burger place and I did some filming. So I'm going to put all that down. But yeah, in general, the planner party was totally worth it. I would recommend that everybody go if you can swing it, and you're a planner lover. I'm trying to think if there's like any other things. Ask me questions down below if there's anything I didn't answer. I really enjoyed live streaming it for you guys. I know that a lot of you guys were able to watch that. Unfortunately, they do only stay available for 24 hours, so at this point they aren't available, but I did live stream the event, which I hope gave you guys a sense of how it was. It was just really fun. It was pretty casual. Like, there were some organized events, but it wasn't like so much so like that, you know, everybody got a chance to talk to everybody, take pictures with everybody. The photo booth was such a blast. We had a lot of fun using that. I wish I had gotten more pictures with like other people. Like, I feel like I kept going back because like Kiara and Jasenia and Viv all were like, let's go do photos, and like I kind of forgot to do pictures with other people, which I kind of feel bad about. But I was just too busy. I was like so amped up on like I barely ate anything all day because I was just like so amped up on like talking to people. Like, I said to my husband afterwards, I was like, I felt like I was drunk, but I was totally sober because I was just like so amped up on adrenaline from meeting everybody and like being in my zone. So anyway, I'm going ahead and wrapping the spread up just with some deco up top here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little snippet of my Austin weekend and my week as a whole. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. And also don't forget to go back and watch that SPC swag haul. Just a hint, there might be a giveaway if you happen to see this video in time. So go back and check that out. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye!